I'm having a bit of trouble recording footage with the DOSBox. Shouldn't be too hard to fix. I mean, I can just uninstall and reinstall the DOSBox. All my games will still be there, but for now, I'll start a new segment. I call this Exploitation Exploration. Trauma Entertainment is an independent film company that's best known for its over-the-top, really gory and really ridiculous movies. Today I'll be reviewing a movie they didn't produce but they dubbed and distributed, Rabid Grannies. Rabid Grannies is a Belgian movie which, as I just told you, Trauma Entertainment saw and dubbed and distributed. Anyway, Rabid Grannies. That is ridiculous. I mean, I can see why Trauma Entertainment decided to dub and distribute this. Well, anyway, let's get into it. So we open with a shot of a cathedral where Father Percival is trying to convince the headmaster to let him take a vacation.
I've been informed of your wish to take leave of our holy community.
Just for the weekend, Reverend Father.
Of course, if I'm not mistaken, it's for a family party.
Yes, that's right. You see, I must go home, Reverend Father. It's a Remington family tradition.
Yeah, because it's a tradition. Not the fact that your aunts are really rich and they could give you lots of money should they die, but no, it's a tradition. Then the title screen comes up with the most appropriate font and appropriate music for a horror movie. And it would appear that someone got hair on the camera. Ah, this introduction just reckons horror movie. We then see what will soon become the Rabid Grannies and their butler.
After having lived here for
92 years, don't you think we can recognize our own?
Of course, me lady. Excuse me, me lady.
Go refresh yourself at the pub, my trusted friend. We shall be at least 1 hour. But don't drink too much.
Encouraging your butler to drink on the job. You may be 92, but clearly you're not that smart. Smells like cheese. How smell? Yeah, it does smell like cheese. On the way, they give some money to a homeless person. And a drink. Thanks for supporting my drinking problem. The Grannies aren't happy to see that the butler is still drinking.
Well, Radu, get a move on.
You're the one who told him to drink. So only a few minutes in, we already see the first Rabid Granny. Just kidding. Actually, it's the household cook, who gives a hard time to the maid, Alice.
And when I want her, Alice! Saints preserve us, where have you been this time?
I'm doing my best, Mum.
Oh, woe's me, how I suffer. We then see this couple.
You know, with these engine problems, I hope we don't get there last.
Why, it's not a race.
But that's just it. It is a race.
Of course, I can just tell you're Wario in Mario Kart. We then see this dysfunctional family.
Right, you two, that's enough.
That's enough! All right, you two. Give me those cookies now.
My cookie! Nom nom nom! We then see the head of a weapons corporation, who makes commercials about his weapons.
So it's easy to use and effective. One blast can wipe out 20 infidels or your money back. Can you find better? The J-32 from Gold Gun Industries, at the service of Allah.
Are you sure this movie is Belgian, not American? You then see this innocent lady who has a really overdramatic mother.
You must stay here near your mother. I don't feel well. I'm going to die.
Oh, for 20 years you've been saying that every time I leave the house for 2 days. You're all right. I must hurry. I'm expecting soon.
All right, go. Leave me. Let me die like an animal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was an unnecessary, overly dramatic moment. Then we see this jerk.
Ah, there she is, Bertha, the family virgin. Now we'll have a laugh. She arrives.
Such a gentleman. Then we see these two.
Do you think they could leave you everything? All that?
If I didn't think so, I wouldn't be here.
Where would you be?
Home. In bed.
Aw, does the old lady need her sleep?
With you.
Oh.
That's nice, but how are you going to explain me to your rounds?
You're my new collaborator. You write for my magazine.
I don't have anything to say about that. I just left that in because it'll make a later light make more sense.
Hell is all we need.
What's wrong?
That imbecile.
You see what he told you?
It's not a race.
But that's just it. It is a race.
Mrs. Barnstable, they're here.
I know it, gal.
I must make your life as hard as possible.
Jesus Christ. It's about time your mistresses installed some electricity in the halls.
Wow, these ladies are out of time.
Well, well. Cousin Bertha. Exercising?
You're so lucky to be part of this family.
Not too disappointed?
With what?
Well, not having a connecting room with Erica. It'll be quite difficult to collaborate tonight.
Gosh, what a schmuck.
Here's your room, miss. If you require anything, there is a bell coat by your bed.
I have a stupid axe and a stupid mustache.
Will you be ready soon?
Yes. Soon.
By which I mean a million years. So the jackass comes in to check in on the younger lesbian. He attempts to flirt with her, but to no avail.
You know what I'm thinking about?
No. But I've got a terrible feeling that you're going to tell me.
Well, if I did manage to get hold of that inheritance, I'd like to buy you from Erica. For a good price.
In your face!
You really hate men?
I don't see any men here. I can only see a poor excuse for a man who thinks he's Robert Redford.
Burn!
All right.
But then...
Now it's my turn. So you're trying to survive, but I think you want a man. You can't admit it. You're no spinster. Stop being so aggressive. Come on now. Relax a little.
What? Play that again.
All right. Now it's my turn. So you're trying to survive, but I think you want a man. You can't admit it. You're no spinster. Stop being so aggressive. Come on now. Relax a little.
That's what I thought happened. If this movie had any understanding of lesbians, let alone women, the scene should have played out like this.
Relax a little.
In these secular times, my dear aunt, our holy community finds it difficult.
Yeah, you're totally not acting needy. While the old lady's nieces tries to persuade them not to put the owner of the Weapons Corporation on the will.
Selling all those arms which will kill so many innocents. That's immoral. Honestly, Auntie, am I wrong?
Ooh, somebody's not getting on the will. However, the owner of the Weapons Corporation then persuades otherwise.
Sense of moral duty compelled me to be a part of Gold Gun.
I certainly can't follow that.
It's quite simple. Our products help in the struggle against communist expansion in the world. In that way, I'm certainly pleasing God.
I never looked at it that way before.
Huh. Dodged a bullet.
We're leaving first thing in the morning. Be ready. Or I swear I'll leave without you.
What's with you? I thought we were staying the weekend.
You've cheated on her after being seduced by really lame lines. I have no idea how she found out about it, but she has every right to be angry. Servants in the kitchen hear the gate bell ring.
Who can that be at such an hour? Alice, go and see.
Me? Why me?
You just have to open the gate. You don't have to be oh woe is me about everything. So the movie finally shows signs of the fact that it's a horror movie.
May goes to the front gate to find a mysterious old woman with a present.
What can we do for you?
Open this gate.
Or else I shall talk more slowly.
I can't, madame.
Open this gate.
I want you.
So the maid opened the gate to let in the world's oldest goth.
Would you be so kind as to give them this? And to wish them the best birthday of their lives.
Gee, nothing suspicious here.
So the cook scolds the maid for letting the lady in.
Without knowing what she wanted first. That's great. This place is really safe.
But she only stayed a minute. She left this for our mistresses.
What is it? Time bomb?
I just had to do that.
The grannies are quite delighted to receive the not suspicious at all mysterious package.
Neither of us has a clue as to who sent it. It's quite unexpected.
Well, the word suspicious is what I would have used, but that works too, I guess.
So after giving the grannies some gifts, the two grannies finally read the letter that came with the gift.
Dear Aunties, I am aware my presence is not desired this evening. However, in my absence, let my humble gift congratulate you. It's very old and full of surprises I wished I could be there to witness.
Wow, that totally could not mean something bad is gonna happen to you.
I accept I have been written out of your will. I only ask forgiveness and a little refound friendship. I send my deep affection. Love, Christopher.
Turns out Christopher was written out of their will because he was a Satanist. This makes the family start to grow suspicious of the present, which they should have been from the start anyway. So the grannies open the present to find a wooden box.
Oh, it's lovely. If this is his peace offering, he must be sincere. You're right, my dear. We should be thankful for such a change.
It's really nothing special. It's just a small wooden chest with some scratches on it.
So then the cake gets brought out, followed by yet another reminder that yes, this is a horror movie. The candles get blown out, another reminder that this is a horror movie, followed by some singing.
Greensleeves has actual lyrics, you know. In fact, I'll sing some right now. Alas, my love, you do me wrong. You get the idea.
While the "oh" version of Greensleeves is being sung, some sort of spirit comes out of the box. But instead of going directly to the grannies, it goes to their wine first. They drink the wine, which seems to make them want to drink it more.
Maybe we can eat the ice cream now.
You already have cake.
Good idea. We'll need a knife.
What do you need a knife for ice cream for?
A knife for the cake.
Oh, ice cream meant the cake. In what country does ice cream mean dessert in general? Well, let's just say it's an ice cream cake.
I've got to go to the toilet. Go on then, but hurry. We're going to eat dessert.
So while the family is over-enthusiastically calling for a knife, the grannies start going through transformations.
See, kids? This is what happens when you don't cut your nails.
But where is he? You'll never get the cake cut.
Guess you don't need a knife anymore.
Oh no, let's just sit here and do nothing.
That's smashing.
Your great aunts have just been possessed and turned into monsters, and they could kill you, and your reaction is, that's smashing.
That's smashing.
That was smashing.
So the family finally comes to their senses and run.
Come on, kill them! Ah, you idiot, you dropped your only weapon. Well, at least there's gonna be no more, oh, woe is me.
Father Percival tries to get away, but comes into trouble with some stairs.
Nasty thing!
Demon Survival 101. Don't wear a robe.
While this is going on, Razul and the cook are still in the kitchen.
God, Radu! The lobster must have been fresh.
The lobster must have been fresh? Well, lobsters have to be cooked alive, otherwise they stink, so how much fresher than that can you get?
So we see the boy sleeping on a bed, while the younger lesbian and the mother are pushing a chest of drawers against the door.
No way out here, we'd break our necks.
Anyway, they won't get in here. That thing weighs a ton.
Really? Because you seem to be able to move it with ease.
Father Percival tries to get in the room, but John, being a coward, doesn't want to risk opening the door. But in the end, Father Percival is let in. So we cut to the other characters where what's-her-name is being annoying.
Can't you shut up for 5 minutes? You're getting on everyone's nerves.
Shut the hell up!
The fat guy then comes to the conclusion that they're all sharing a shared hallucination.
They are not real, and I'm going out to prove it now. They don't exist.
Oops! Guess you were wrong.
They exist.
Really? What was your first hint?
Meanwhile, elsewhere,
Gee, I wonder if something's behind that painting.
my hands, they grow back.
What? That was a terrible transition. To give a bit of background, some parts of this movie were too gory, even for trauma, so they were cut out, so that's probably what happened here. I think, I'm not sure what could have been cut, but moving on.
So anyway, they go into the sewers somehow. Surprise! So naturally, they make a run for it. As you would expect from a horror movie, they seem to be unable to open their car door properly. And surprise, surprise, they can't start the car either. When they finally start the car, the Rabid Granny that was chasing them grabs onto the car and gets inside.
Huh, good riddance.
The Rabid Granny says she'll let the lady go if she sings for her.
Birthday, right away. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Sing, bitch. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. All right, go on. You could go.
Seriously, you're letting her go? I guess singing is a new form of self-defense against demons.
So the lady stumbles out of the car, but voices in the Rabid Granny's head tells her to still kill her. Meanwhile, inside the house, John has a brilliant idea.
Me? Yes, you are a priest, aren't you? I don't know. Exorcise them.
Do what?
But bloody hell, what are you good for?
But I...
Oh, come on! If satanic powers exist, it will stand for a reason that divine powers exist as well.
But suddenly the mother comes to a horrible realization.
What? What's the matter?
Where is everybody?
I have a feeling I missed out on something.
This is the bedroom I had when I was a little girl.
Gosh, your childhood must be gloomy.
Can I play here?
Can I play in this dark and creepy room?
Of course, my little lamb. If you give me a kiss first.
Ew.
Actually, the Rabid Granny has turned herself back into a normal person, so it's slightly less disgusting. So the mother decides she wants to go out to find her daughter. The priest tries to stop her, but she threatens him.
I'm putting the furniture back and I won't open the door anymore!
Come on, dear. I'd rather keep you next to me.
Yeah, I better put my son's life at risk out there as well.
It could be her. Please, let it be her.
Well, part of her, anyway.
Remember what I said earlier about robes? Well, same applies for dresses.
Aw, they just want to have fun.
So the ladies run away from the Rabid Grannies.
Oh, Gilbert! Oh, my darling boy! Oh.
Mummy?
Oops, I guess this isn't my son.
Piggy's hungry!
Here's an idea. Instead of just eating those 2 fingers, you could go after the rest of her.
So they all go into a room and bar the door. Oh, look what's back. Hair on the camera. The Rabid Grannies try to convince them to open the door because John is out there. To convince them that he's really there, they torture him. Naturally, the mother has completely lost it. Eventually, the lesbian gives him, but finds out John isn't actually there.
Yeah, nice chance. Now actually attack!
The Greys try to calm him, but the Sun tries to stop them with holy water.
Holy water only works in the movies, little horse's ass!
Really? You're going to try and bring realism to this movie?
John decides to take a walk, and naturally, the priest blocks the door again.
Alright. What's going on?
Oh yeah! These guys exist!
Stop drinking! You are disgusting!
Is it just me, or does this movie send mixed messages about drinking?
The 3 people I previously forgotten about are interrupted by John knocking at the door.
I'm so glad to see you.
My ass.
Huh. He's right. I don't think anyone in this family is happy to see anyone else in it.
So they decide to go down into the cellar. Then we have this shot of a rat. For some reason. No reason whatsoever. It's pointless.
I can't see anything. Can't you put on a light?
Weren't you paying attention? There's no electricity in the house apart from in the bedroom.
They turn on the light to discover the cook has been killed and her face cooked.
I really can't tell the difference from before.
So the gun company owner and the Fae discover and escape. The Fae wants to get out right away, but the gun shop owner wants to inform the others first. But the fatty decides against that. As you'd expect, he gets stuck. And so hilarity follows.
Shit! Bloody belly stuck!
Helma, man, you like to see flies trapped. And now you're in your own web.
Fuck you and your sick attention humor! Help me!
But then the Rabid Grannies come in. Oh well, I give up.
Holy shit! Will you say something? Harvey? Huh?
What are you ripping his shirt for? That's nasty.
So the gun company owner goes out to get one of his guns. Why he didn't do this way earlier, I have no idea.
You can't escape me now!
You know, the idea is to shoot your enemy when you can see them, not shoot random China when your enemy isn't even in sight at all.
So he starts shooting the Rabid Grannies, which works, doesn't,
Why didn't you just do that first?
So the other Rabid Granny comes along in armor, which somehow she had time to get into where the other didn't. What?
Burn them yelling!
So the remaining of the odd bunch find gun guy badly hurt on the floor.
That damn box started all this.
Really now? Whatever made you think that?
Reggio concludes that the curse from the box is a punishment for the family being greedy.
Your banishment!
Banishment. That's it. Banishment. That's it.
These Rabid Grannies are such children. It's classic slapstick, only with flesh instead of a banana peel.
Peekaboo, father.
So the Rabid Grannies torment the priest in order to convince him to kill himself. Why they don't kill him themselves, I don't know. Maybe to just throw in some propaganda about corrupt priests? I don't know.
I won!
John the coward is not a coward anymore. Well done, John!
Well, she'd make a good chiropractor.
And so, I don't know what to call her, knocks on the door with the younger lesbian and the little boy, with the box. And so they decide to destroy a box, and while the Rabid Grannies is eating through the door,
why didn't you do that earlier?
What's her name hammers the box with a crucifix. So they successfully destroy the box, which makes the Rabid Grannies transform back to normal.
Help me. Please.
I did something very bad.
I don't understand. Goodness gracious. Inspector, I find your attitude terrible.
Pardon?
Inspector, I find your attitude terrible.
What did he do? He was just asking a question. If he was being rude, then you could have objected a lot earlier.
And so the mother is taken away to the hospital, and the younger lesbian says she'll take care of the boy.
But whatever happened to that innocent lady everyone in the family seemed to love so much?
Everything all right, miss?
Of course. Hurry up.
Okay. We serve pretty good foods around these parts. Had a chance to try any yet, miss?
I take it that's a yes?
Somehow the curse was passed on to her and she's now infected.
But destroying the box destroyed the curse, so how did it live on? That's really not worth overthinking this. I mean, this is a really stupid movie. Yet, enjoyably stupid. It's a whole lot of blood and stupid.
The dubbing is really good. It's hard to tell it's dubbed at times. The special effects are great, but the whole premise of it, it's just stupid. But in addition to the gore being appreciable, the stupidity is appreciable as well.
It's a really, really stupid movie, yet it's one of those movies which is really quite enjoyable as long as you let yourself go. So, give it a check out if you can.